Hello.
Hey Megan, it's Kenny. How's it going?
Oh, Kenny, I'm great. How are you? I heard you talking on the radio. I'm like, oh, I have no idea how to get into contact. I'm panicking.
um,
How are you?
I'm good. There appears to be an issue with the call-in number. I don't know exactly what it is. But this is a rare time that it happens. So, at least I know that you was attempting to call.
Yes, I'm glad it worked out.
So, so I am joined with country singer, songwriter Megan Knight via Publicity Nation on the show. We'll get into everything in just a bit, including your latest single, a song that I love, by the way. I love the tune. We'll get into that in just a bit. But how did Megan Knight got into music? How did it start off for you?
Thank you so much. So I started with music. From a young age, I've always been singing, but I really started getting serious about it when I was about 13. I taught myself how to play guitar, and I never really imagined, pursuing music for a living. But my parents thought I had some sort of talent, so they brought me to an open mic, and I had stage fright. Like I did not want to sing at all. And then when I wound up playing, because I just wanted to like overcome that fear, I actually was asked to come back and play a full show to be hired. And I was like, what? You can do this for a living? That is so awesome. So I've been doing it ever since that day when I was 13.
Awesome.
Well,
So, as far as music influences, artists that you listen to growing up, who inspired you to get into the music that you are currently doing?
so initially, my growing up around the house, my dad played a lot of Dave Matthews and Nirvana, Pearl Jam, a lot of like 90s music. And that's what initially got me into, you know, music in general. And then Rock Band came out. I don't know if you remember that video
Hmm.
game. That's when I really was. I actually wanted to play drums at first. I thought it was so fun, but my dad thought it was way too much of a setup, so he got me a guitar. And then that was the end of that. I was like, okay, I'll stick with guitar. Um, but I was really inspired by Damian Rice and Glenn Hansard when I was getting into the acoustic because their style as a solo artist, they're very dynamic with the guitar, and that is what inspired me, being able to be independent and still have such a full sound.
I would have loved to see Megan on the drums. That would have been incredible. Young Megan just with the drum solo, that.
It might be coming in the future. I don't know. I still want to learn. My friend Jimmy actually is like a retired drum teacher, and he's taught me a few things, and I picked it up in really a quick amount of time. So I think I'm gonna actually carve out some time this upcoming year to really learn.
Awesome. Things happen for a reason, and you got your foot in the door, as far as getting your music out. So that's a good start. Um, let's talk about your latest single, "Hard Way to Go," that came out earlier this month in October. Um, with the attention that the song is getting, talk about the whole process of recording the song.
Okay, so I actually decided to work in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, in a studio called the Nut House, and I worked with them when I was younger, when I was about 14, and I really got along with them, but I wasn't as developed as an artist back then. So I remember calling them on the phone, and I remember asking, "Do you guys just want to do some co-writes? I have a bunch of different ideas." And we actually started writing together. But I went home after one of the co-writing trips and wrote the song myself, actually, after listening to Ohio by Neil Young. I was really inspired by the tuning in that song, and that's how Hard Way to Go started coming about. I started playing various chord shapes, and then I started mumbling words over top, and I just recorded it on my iPhone, and I didn't realize exactly what I was saying. But when I realized I was kind of, talking about traveling and growing up and, the hardships of growing pains and stuff. I was like, oh my God, this is about my own life and the career that I've had when I was younger. And it just happened very organically. I always feel like when I write, it doesn't even really come from me. It feels like it comes from some other place. But that's how that song came about.
So everybody go check out the track Heart Rate to Go by Megan Knight that is available on all digital music platforms. Check it out. Um, and it's and that the album cover of the song. It's definitely got the emotions behind that track. With I think I don't know how to describe it, like the tears coming on your eyes, some sort of makeup on your eyes. It's
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's pretty
thank
amazing.
you.
So
Thank you so much.
check out Hard Way to Go by Megan Knight. That's available on all the platforms. So obviously, 2021, it's a lot different. Still going through this pandemic. Artists all back performing again. I see that you have some shows coming up. You're going to be at Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and other areas. October 27th happens to be your next show at New Hope, Pennsylvania, at the River House at Odette's. Talk about some of the
Yes.
shows you have coming up, as far as at least the next few weeks or so.
Yeah, so every Wednesday I'm playing in New Hope, and it's really fun. I really like it. It's actually a new place that they built during the pandemic. It's a hotel and an eatery, lots of stuff to do, and I love that job. So that's every Wednesday, and I also have the Mud Hen coming up on November 6th with my trio that I'm super excited about. I love the vibe and the energy there. It's always a good time, and that's in Wildwood. So I can't wait.
So for more info on Megan and her upcoming shows, check out the website megansnightmusic.com. That's Megan Knights music.com. Go check that out and check out the songs. Check out just what she's got coming up. And she's all over the music platforms as well. And her social media links is on the site as well. Now, we're in the fall season and weather's getting cold. This is the season that a lot of artists enjoy just doing shows here and there. You got the song out already. Could we expect some more music before the year's end, or are you saving the more new music for 2022? What is next as far as new music for Megan Knight?
So on November 12th, I'm actually releasing the next single, and there will be an official music video coming out for that as well as a live version with my band. So they're all different.
All right, November the 12th. What's the name of the song?
My drama, and that's also the title track of my upcoming EP.
Okay, my drama. Okay, get the violins ready for that one. That's gonna be something else. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Uh, Now, you know, from a woman's perspective, obviously in this music industry, music, just women in general, having to go through a lot, going through a lot of adversity, going through that extra mile, just to get the music heard and stuff. What are some of the challenges you have faced as far as a woman in country music? Just going through the challenges here and there. What are some of the challenges you faced?
So one of my biggest challenges are kind of, when you stroll up into a building and you're female and they don't really know what to expect and they're like, oh God, here comes this girl, she looks, kind of young. What is she going to be doing? And it's just kind of, you see the eyes wandering when you walk into a place, and they probably doubt you or whatever. And then when they sing, then they accept you or whatever. But one of the hardest things for me is just getting into the door, if that makes sense. Because even from a business standpoint, I my dad does a lot of my bookings and stuff like that, and it's amazing from a man's perspective when you're trying to hire entertainment, and from a woman's, like when a woman is trying to present herself, they don't really take you as seriously as a man sometimes, which sounds kind of messed up, but that's been one of my biggest difficulties, is the fact that I already know, they look at you different if you're a man or a woman getting booked, or doing the booking, I should say.
I definitely could understand that. It's unfortunate. And it just feels like we need to get some female bookers as far as these venues and stuff.
I completely agree. I rarely see it. I very rarely see it.
Yeah, so that's something that needs to be taken under consideration. Obviously, it's important to support these venues, but it's also, to keep in mind that there's some talented people out there, that can put on a show, that can put on a performance, and it will be nice to get, more female voice out there, not just singing on the scene, but those behind the scene as well. It would,
Yeah.
be a boost for female performers like yourselves, and you don't have to go through that doubt whatsoever. So that's something to keep in mind. For 2022, maybe things will get better, but obviously that remains to be seen. So, Megan, I have enjoyed chatting with you. Thank you so much for being on the show. I love this song, Heart Ready to Go. And just an incredible song put together. Shout out to Publicity Nation. Shout out to Brittany, the jail, and everyone that makes that PR go and to new heights per se. So thank you, Megan, for your time. I appreciate you being on the
Thank you very
show.
much. It was great talking to you. I had a great time, and thank you so much again for having me and talking with me today.
And thank you as well. Continue the success. Looking forward to the new song, My Drama, November the 12th. That will be available on the platforms as well. Be safe out there and enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend.